everybody, and welcome to my kitchen. It's Alexis, your Pampered Chef consultant here in Southeast Coast of Georgia, where I teach you how to use your Pampered Chef tools so that you can make what I'm making at my house at your house. And today is Haps Saturday, and we are doing spices and seasonings. Yes, we're doing spices and seasonings, and I have some information about spices and seasonings that will be interest to you. All right, so make sure you share this out. Definitely give a thumbs up or heart on any of the platforms that you can. And we're sharing this up to YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Over here on Facebook, I have a separate broadcast going to Facebook because I don't really like the Haps way they have the hearts and stuff going over there. So we are doing it also on my Facebook business page, in which I'll share out to different groups there. Hello, Aiden. Hello, Ann. How are you all doing? So anyway, I am broadcasting here on my laptop because Haps is still unstable with the iPhone, and I didn't want to give it a chance. So my iPhone is over here taping on the Facebook. All right. Hey, Brenda, how are you doing? So what is a spice and what are seasonings? It's a combination of different things. Okay. So a spice is a seed or a fruit, a root or a bark or other plant substance primarily used for flavoring or coloring food. Yeah, spices and seasonings color food. Like if you have mustard, that is coloring, it colors yellow. Saffron colors yellow. Cinnamon does a more of a brown look. Hello, Brenda, how you doing? Spices are distinguished from herbs, okay, because there's a difference between spices and herbs, which are more of like leaves and flowers and stems of plants used for flavoring or as a garnish, all right? And that's like cilantro, your bay leaves, your parsley, anything that has like that grows, like you can do in your garden. Rosemary, here I got a piece of rosemary right here that I picked up from my home show earlier this week. And spices are sometimes used as medicine. Did you know that spices are used as medicine or religious rituals? Yeah, they do it in religious rituals, such as like incense, frankincense, and myrrh. No, those are some of the stuff. Cosmetics, they're used in cosmetics to like henna to brown to make your hair red. Hello, and turmeric, yes, all right, or even perfume. They use it in perfume so that you can smell like florals and spicy. Remember those spices that you like men's cologne more has spices, but like women like spices too. That saves me explaining. Yeah. So there's a different classification of spices. All right. There's different classifications. There's about 5 different, I think it's 2, 4, 6 different classifications of spices. One is seeds, such as in fennel, mustard, nutmeg. They're all seeds, and black pepper is a seed also. Then there's fruits. Did you know fruits is considered a spice or a seasoning? And the fruits are like cayenne pepper and different type of peppers. Okay, those are fruits. All right. Then we have aerials, such as mace. It's part of the nutmeg plant fruit. Then there's bark. Yeah, bark. Considered a spice or seasoning? Yes. So barks are like such as cinnamon and cassia, Cassia. And then we have flowering buds like cloves, the cloves that we make our hams with. All right. Cloves that we put in our pies and our different types of jellies and stuff. All right, and then we have let's see, also star anise. This is a nice one too. I love this stuff. If you like licorice, you like that. All right, and then stigmas, such as stigmas, Stigmas, which is a saffron type thing, where you have that little tiny uh, piece that you can say that's very expensive. All right, so now that we know all about spices and different types of spices and to distinguish them, all right, fall is all right. So, oh wait a minute, I have some questions for y'all. All right, so I have these on paper so I don't forget anything right now. Interesting. Yes. So do you know what the number one most expensive, or no, the most popular spice in the world? What is the most popular spice in the world? If you're over on Facebook, hello, Chanel. I thought about you today, Chanel, and you're a long time viewer. And I mean, it's been like what, 5.5 years. So anyway, what is the number one most popular spice? Most popular spice. What's most popular spice? Give you 10. Do 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 do. That's my version of Jeopardy. Okay. No, the most popular spice in the world is pepper. Pepper is there you go, Montclair floor is pepper. is the most popular spice. Now, I know y'all know what the most expensive spice is. I know y'all know what that one is. Okay, I'm just gonna go do 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 do. Okay, the most expensive is saffron. Yes. All right. That is correct. That is the most expensive one because it's hand picked. All right, and it's a very manual labor to do the saffron. All right. What is the oldest spice? What is the oldest spice that went around the entire world? What is the oldest spice that went around the entire world? And I think I have some right here. All right, I'm gonna pull it out. I have a couple different types of this, all right, and it's a different ones. What is the oldest spice? And it went around the world. That means that it went all the way around in the 1500s. In the 1500s, this spice was worldwide. All right. No, it's not. But yeah, vanilla is very expensive too. The actual bean. All right. So the most expensive, the most let me see, the oldest spice that went around the world in 1500 was cinnamon. Cinnamon is the most is the spice that went around the world in 1500. Did you know that? All right, so what country is the most famous for spices? What country is the most famous for spices? I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, the country that has the most spices is actually India. India has the is most famous for spices. That's why we mostly in the United States we import most spices. Did you know that? Because we save our fields for corn and soybeans over here. So, all right. What is the spice that is the most superfood? The most superfood spice that you can have ever. What's a spice that is the most superfood? And I do believe I have it. I do believe I have it. And I know my friend Polish Princess. Hello, Cheryl. Where are you? Your husband uses this all the time, Cheryl. So this is the superfood of spices is actually turmeric. It turns everything yellow. So if you use anything, make sure you don't want that everything that you're going to use this on will turn yellow. It turns yellow. Just FYI. We know. Cheryl told us. All right. So that's some of the questions that I had that I popped up here. Now, fall and spring are two different times that you can check your spices and to see that they are for freshness. And there's a way to check to see if your spices are fresh, and it's called act on your spices. The first one to check to see if your spices are good. Now this is you can look at the expiration date. All right, that's one way. We don't even talking about the expiration date, because sometimes the expiration date on here, it's still good. Believe it or not, it's still good if you act on it. One, the aroma. Yeah, it's great for a lot of these are for inflammation. Oh my God, inflammatory disease. Okay, so anyway, I can't say inflammation. There we go. I got it right. All right, so aroma. Okay, so you're gonna open. Let me find one that I can. Oh, yeah, let's do this. So how do I know that this is good? This is star anise. Love this. It's licorice, and it smells so good. So I know the aromas. I know what this is supposed to smell like. But let's find an old one. I'm not sure if I have any old ones in here. Spice. Okay, here's it. Well, no, I have oregano. Just oregano. If you know what it's supposed to smell like, it's supposed to smell. All right, so that's the first thing. The next one, the color. Look at the color on your herbs. If it's this color, get rid of it. If you can't smell it, the aroma, get rid of it. All right, so I have the oregano here. It's nice and green, okay? It smells great. It's loose in the jar. We're doing great. And then the final one is ACT. So act is aroma, C, color, and then T is taste. You have to taste it. So if you're not quite sure on it, you're going to get a little pinch of it out, okay, just like this. And when you have it in your hand, all right, you're going to pinch it just a little bit, all right, and then taste it. Okay, so pinch it and then taste it. This is actually good. All right. So that's how you can check if your seasonings are up to snuff. Okay. So but definitely check the expiration date first. And if you're unsure and it's like, hey, it's a few months or a year past, definitely check for the aroma. Color needs to be vibrant and the taste needs to be potent. Okay. Now the next thing we need to talk about is how you store your spices. Not this time. I did. All right. So how do you store your spices? Right now on Facebook, I have a new spice rack by Pampered Chef, and it does expand. Like I can shrink this down. Okay, I can. Let me take that one out. I can shrink this and make it smaller, or I can open it up and make it bigger. You can't see it on the other ones, but let me see if I can pick up my laptop. But there is it's over exposed, I think. But anyway, that's one way. And then there's another way that it's if it's in your shelves, I have it on tiers so that I can see my different let me do three different ones. It's on three different level tiers, all right, in my cabinet, and I'll pick up my phone and show the people inside my cabinet what I have, how I have my spices. So there's a little ledge that I bought, and it actually it's tiered up. All right, there we go. Hey Darby, how you doing? That's what I picked for the most common turmeric. Okay, and my comments on Facebook are delayed by 10 seconds. All right. So storing your spices, do not store them like on top of your stove. No, 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 because it needs to be in a dark, cool, like not hot and dry environment. Now I know I live here in southeast coastal Georgia, and my spices do cake up. Right, it's just the moisture in the air. I cannot do anything about it. So that's one. So I try to keep it away from the stove where all the moisture is, away from the sink. Although those aren't there, that's just for these are over here for just so that you can see them all. But some of them do cake up. Let me see. Like when it cakes up, just tap it and keep it moving. All right. So keep your stuff moving. All right. If it cakes up on you, try and move them once in a while. All right. Let's see. So another tip is that some people store theirs in a drawer. Okay, and they look at it and they can see the names of it, like straight down. You can see it right up like this, like straight down. There you go, up and down. Okay, they can do it that way. But if you are storing them and you're looking down on the lids, one of the ways to figure it out, rather than like seeing the top like this all the time, right? Rather than like picking it up and seeing, oh, this is that. You can actually uh, get a little marker or put the name of it on your lid. If you have a label maker, you can put the lid on here so you're not always looking up. You already know you're looking down at your seasonings. You can actually read it without looking at the label all the time. So that's another tip that you can do for spices in your kitchen. All right. Good morning there, Jay Opera. I like to say hello, Monica on Haps. How you doing, y'all? All right. So Darby, what platform are you broadcasting from? I am here on the social media app called Haps, but I'm only broadcasting on Haps to YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And I'm also broadcasting a second one, this one here where my hand is on Facebook. And I will be able to share out to the World Kitchen that we just created for all foodies here on Haps and any other social media platform that want to see us that aren't on Haps. We created that world, the kitchen, so that we can share it out. All right. Let's see. So next thing we have top 10 spices for your kitchen. Top 10 spices. Let me know how many of these that you actually have in your kitchen. I'm going to put the thing right here so that the Facebook people can actually see it. So the top 10 spices in your kitchen, the number one spice in your kitchen is pepper. Remember, we said that's the most popular spice in the world is pepper. The second one is ground ginger. And did you know that there are different types of ginger? I have I think I have two different types of ginger. They are cinnamon. They come from all over the world. So the second one is ginger. Did I say ginger? It's cinnamon. Cinnamon is the second most used spice in your kitchen, and this one is Vietnamese cinnamon, and this one is J cinnamon. So two different types of cinnamon that I have in my kitchen. This one's a Pampered Chef one. I have an empty bottle here, but there's another one over here. over here. Here's my full bottle. Okay, here's my full bottle. All right, and then so that's number 2. The third one is chili powder. Now, what's really different about chili powder? It's also the most dangerous of spices because it has usually when you have combination of chili in it, it has salt in it, so it could be loaded with salt in it. So just FYI on your chili powder. The next one is hot chili flakes. Okay, hot chili flakes is number 4 because we put those crushed up chili peppers on everything. All right. The next one is number 5 is cumin. Cumin is up there. All right. Number 6 is ground ginger. Is ground ginger. Then we have nutmeg, and there's either ground nutmeg or whole nutmeg, and I have both, but I think no, I have ground ginger. I have the nutmeg. I usually use my nutmeg. I buy whole nutmeg. All right, because I use my zester on this, and we're going to get talking into what tools you use with your spices. All right. Then we have smoked paprika. Smoked paprika. Hello, hello. And number 9 is oregano, because y'all know we love Italian food and oregano is in all Italian food, all right? And then finally bringing up the end is bay leaves. Bay leaves, if you put too many bay leaves in it, it becomes bitter. But bay leaves is something that you put in there. It's like a magic thing. You don't really know what it is until it's missing, all right? So, and that's on soups, stocks, stews, sauces that you use the bay leaf on there. Yes, there you go, Darbs. Hey, Darbs, how you doing? All right. Label maker is a good idea. Label maker is a great idea. All right, so those are the top 10 spices for your kitchen. All right. Now, Pampered Chef, y'all know I'm with the Pampered Chef, and I love my little gadgets. All right. And these are 2 of the gadgets that I use mostly with my seasonings. All right. Is measuring spoons. If you don't measure it, you're never going to have a consistent recipe. If you just one plop, plop, fizz, fizz, you're never going to get the same results over and over and over again. All right. So I have a stackable. This is my stackable ones. And then we have the adjustable ones. These are the adjustable ones. It comes in a tablespoon, a teaspoon. It goes all the way up to 1 teaspoon, all the way up to 1 tablespoon. This one's 1/8 of a teaspoon, all the way up to 1 teaspoon. Same with these. All right. So the difference is this one's 2, this one has 6. When this falls down, it usually comes apart, but most of the times I just stuff them in my little, I keep them on my countertop all the time because if you're going to use these babies, keep them close to you. Don't be putting them away. Just put them in the little cup. I have my little cup here. I'm going to put those away. And when I need one, because sometimes I actually have 2, and I'm missing one piece of this. It's in the cup. I actually have 2 of these adjustable measuring spoons in my inventory because sometimes I use wet and then I go back to dry, and I can't use the same one because it sticks then, right? So these are definitely 2 tools that you need in your kitchen at all times. Now, the other one is a zester, and I totally forgot to get it, so hold on a second. Let me go get it. All right, next one is the zester. All right, and this one is for our nutmeg. So the zester here is with Pampered Chef. It does have an adjustable thing, so you can put it right over it or close it all the way up. Close it all the way up like this. All right, close it all the way up. It's easy for storage. It does come in a nice little guard because this zester, okay, the old zester was great. This one's better because it is super sharp. It will take off a layer of your skin, okay? So it does have a guard. Keep the guard on it so it's safe all the time in your kitchen because safety is first in the kitchen. All right, and got that. All right. The next one Pampered Chef has is a subscription service called Taste Buds. And this is the Taste Buds that we have right here. All right, Taste Buds. And it's a monthly subscription that gives you 3 seasonings that are Pampered Chef. Some of them aren't even available for sale. It's an exclusive on here. All right. And so this was the November Taste Buds. And I never opened it up because we're going to use one of these today. All right. So Taste Buds in November, the December one is being issued December 1st, but you can order it now, pre-order it now, and you can order it by the month. You can order it 3 months in advance, and then you'll get December, January, and February, and it just takes your cooking to the next level. So the November one came with 2 exclusive seasonings, and these are different combinations. All right. They're not just like all like oregano. all right, or all dill or so. So it did, and it comes with recipe cards. It comes with a standard one that has other types of uses for all these recipes. And we're going to actually use a savory maple one. All right, we're going to use, and it comes with different uses on the back, and then it comes with three recipes that you can use, and it has alternative uses also on here. So if you're a vegetarian, it'll have a vegetarian option. If you don't like, pork, it'll give you, say, hey, let's do chicken, give you different ideas. So 3 recipe cards comes in with it. This makes a great holiday gift, and Pampered Chef has a gift set just for you to send to your family and friends. It has 4 seasonings in it, and it also has the new, I think I put it away. Nope, I have it. It also comes with the nice spatula baking spirits bright, because we're all in the baking and cooking season right now. All right, so it's $33. It's available for a limited time until it runs out or Christmas is over. All right, so that's one. Now, wow, we're on a roll, right? Hello. How is everybody today? Darby, okay, the label maker is good. All right, we got that. Let me see if I can, we're going to be making, all right, so I'm on a weight loss journey, everyone, and I have lost 54 pounds in the last 2.5 years. Yeah, it took us the slow road to boat to China to get to this way. Yeah, I went to China and back already. 2.5 years, but we made it, and now I'm still on a losing weight, and I figured out, well, they told me I need to add more points into my diet to maintain, and so I used to eat a lot of eggs, and since probably the summer, I started baking these really healthy oatmeal muffins, and they are phenomenal. I don't know if you've made them before. I've posted it, different ones. We did a blueberry lemon, we did a sweet potato pecan, we did pumpkin spice, we did the apple pear, and then we did an apple walnut one, which is my fave. All right, and they have been helping me stay full, because spices actually, when we cook with the right ones, it helps us feel satisfied. If you don't cook with spices, it's like bland. All right. And Aiden did bring up one thing. He mentioned the number one spice is salt. Salt is not a spice. Salt is not a spice, believe it or not. Salt is actually a mineral. All right. And we use salt sparingly. And the thing about the chili spice, when you use like different packets, like this one here is a chili mix, and Pampered Chef has a chili mix also. There's a lot of sodium in these, but you can make your own chili seasonings. And I did print out the recipe for chili that you can eliminate the sodium in there, because sometimes we have too much salt in us. And when we have too much salt in us, it's an inflammatory thing, it just makes you bloated. It makes your hands expand. It makes you feel uncomfortable, or you do need salt. Salt is in a lot of food naturally, but when we start adding it, and you go to a restaurant and they have soup and it tastes salty, it's oversalted. Okay. So anyway, the chili seasoning right here, you can make your own chili seasoning, and it takes a couple of seasonings, a couple of spices in there: chili powder, ground cumin, cayenne pepper. Remember, I used to say canine pepper. All right. So anyway, cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and then salt. And you can control the amount of salt in your chili seasoning, and then a little bit of ground pepper. All right. So that is our thing for that. Now, I'm going to make my oatmeal today. Hello, Missy Mouse. Good morning, and how are you today? I went to share the Twitter, but it says I have to log in. I have no idea. I do have it on my my Facebook one, and I'm going to try and see if I can get over there and see if I can share it to other broadcasts. Let me see if it's Alexis. Is it going to come up? Alexis is live. Here we go. Let me change. Did I put my thing down? All right. So here I am on Facebook on this one here, and I can share. I want to share to share there, and I'm going to search for our new World Kitchen. Can I spell? World Kitchen, share. Okay. And now I'm sharing to those right now. We are live on the 2 VIP groups and I'm admin on. All right. So this month's taste buds for November, and there was a few of us that had these, is Dijon mustard. Okay. Dijon mustard. thyme and onion. This one is not even available for sale. This one, Dijon mustard is, but the thyme and onion isn't. It's great for like slow stews and in your rock crock or your slow cookers or even your pressure cooker. And this one here is a new one that they say they absolutely love. It's a savory maple. Savory maple. All right. So I'm going to use this and get my oatmeal out and make some oatmeal and using a savory maple. Now, what's in the savory maple? I haven't read this, but oh my gosh, I think I need a magnifying glass. All right, so the savory maple. Oh my gosh, I really do need. It has cane sugar. So we have points on that. All right, we have salt. Okay, spices include. Oh my gosh, black pepper, allspice, red pepper. Oh, this might be spicy for my thing. Nutmeg, ginger, brown cane sugar, dehydrated garlic. All right, let's open this and taste with it before I put it in my oatmeal. But they said it's going to be really good because one of the recipes that came with the Happy Holidays for November, it says savory maple spice. Add savory greatness to chicken, veggies, and more. And there's an apple pecan oatmeal. So we're going to make apple pecan oatmeal, y'all. Okay. So let's see if I have. Oh my goodness, this does smell good. Okay, I'm gonna get a little piece out. I'm trying to open it up, y'all. Y'all know I have problems with opening packages, right? All right, so open this up. It smells sweet. It smells like it'd be good on fish. Not sure about my oatmeal now. All right, so let's try this out. First time I'm tasting it. I'm gonna put a little in my hand. Okay. Okay. It's all gone. I ate it all. That sounds delicious. Thank you for the burst of watermelon. Melanie. How you doing? All right. So I have my this one here is a microwave pasta cooker by Pampered Chef. You can cook pasta in the microwave. Did you know that? Yeah, this is a microwave pasta cooker. We can make pasta in here. I love making veggie julienne, carrots and zucchini and putting it in with my pasta, like half a serving of pasta. It makes me feel like I'm having pasta, but I'm actually adding veggies to my diet. I'm also putting in the cozy. This is a cozy, and so it don't burn my fingers when it comes out, because when it gets hot, the ceramic gets hot. You know how that is, getting it out of the microwave. So I'm going to add in, and I have my oats. This one here is a quarter cup of oats, just like quick cooking oats. I'm going to have a quarter cup of that, and then I'm going to add in my old fashioned oats. Okay, I just do half and half. All right, and put another quarter cup in there. So that's a half a cup of oatmeal that I'm eating. All right. We're going to add in some water, and I have water here, okay? And I usually put about a cup of water, about a cup. Okay, it's a little more. All right, and I'm going to throw in, we have some salt in there. So let's just put, since there's salt in here, I usually do two teaspoons of brown sugar and a splash of salt, and then put it in the microwave and then add my walnuts to it. And that's usually how I have it. So on this one, it says for us, how many servings is this? This one says bring milk and water to boil. I just use water all the way. Reduce low heat, add the oats, quarter cup of apples, we got an apple here. Cook and serve until the oats are soft. Okay. 1.5 teaspoons. 1.5 teaspoons. Wow. That's, how many is this making? Okay, and dice. Okay, where's my old rolled oats? Add a half a cup of rolled oats. Okay, well that's a half cup. So then they're saying to do 1.5. Oh, we're gonna just do one and see how that works. I can always add more spice. You can't take it away. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of spice in there. There we go. And what else we need? We need to mix this up. Let's get our little tasting spoon out and mix it up. And I'm gonna put it in my microwave. All right. Now, if you don't want stuff to boil over, that's what this lid is for the microwave pasta cooker. You put that on, and so if it does boil up, it won't boil over. It just goes right into the top here. We're going to put this on the microwave for about 2 minutes and see how that works. All right, so that's on. I need to get some, what are we doing? We're doing walnuts, right? Pecans. We're doing pecans today. Now, with the pecans, I know 1 tablespoon is like 2 points. So I'm doing 1 tablespoon of pecans. Put that out. We got our 1 tablespoon coming right up. All right. That's a healthy tablespoon. There we go. We got our 1 tablespoon ready to go. All right. And I got an apple. Well, I got part of an apple. Let's get a knife. Oops. All right. Got a little piece of apple right here. We're doing our savory maple. Got our seasoning mix there. Put that over. I'm all done with that. Done with that. We need to chop up our apple just a little bit. I need a mat. Get a mat out. All right. So I am, if you don't know already, my name is Alexis. I'm an independent consultant for Pampered Chef. And all the tools that you see here are available for sale. I'm just going to chop up an apple. I'm going to angle it down so you can probably see better what I'm doing. There we go. I just have like a piece of an apple. There. And two over here. Let's get this out of the way. Taste buds, you can go away. There. And oops. Put you right there so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not sure if you're seeing what because we're on our new app called Haps that updated like 8 days ago or 9 days ago. And it's been giving us a little problem. So I have no idea. All right. All my apples are nicely chopped up. All right. So I have about a quarter of a cup of apples. All right. Let's see if I got that. There you go. There's our apples nicely sliced up. Got my apples nicely sliced up. I don't know if you could see it or not. It looks like it's overexposed. All right. So let's see our oatmeal. All right. Voila. I need to mix it up a little bit more. All right. Now this is where you figure out if you like it thinner, then add more water. Okay. If you want it thicker, add more oats. All right. Let's get some more water because it is a little thick. There you go. Just mix it. All right. So now it's nice and mushy. I'm mushing it around. Okay. And I'm going to add in our apples. My oatmeal is 0 points. My apples are 0 points. The only thing I need to account for is probably, we have a little bit more pecans here. We have our pecans. All right. Just 1 tablespoon. And mix these together. And the heat of the oatmeal will cook your apples just a little bit. All right. There we go. If you want, you can even add in applesauce, non-sweetened applesauce. That would be really good addition to this also. And now I'm going to taste it because we're using our savory maple thing. And remember, I only put 1 teaspoon in, so I'm going to see if I need any more. It does need more. Does it have sugar? It doesn't have a whole lot of sugar. I like mine a little sweeter. Let's see. Teaspoons, 1.5 teaspoons of spice, cook until, okay. So we're going to add a little more seasoning in here. I think it needs a lot more. 2. I usually do 2 teaspoons of sugar. Because yes, I do like sugar in mine. Okay. See, it's getting thick. You can add a little more water if you want it, if you don't want it as thick. Okay, there you go. Just keep it in there because that's hot. All right. Yeah. There we go. All right. Let's taste it again. All right. Taste the maple on this one. I still think it needs sugar in it. It doesn't have as much sugar as what I like. Are you sure to Twitter? Thank you, Anne. I don't know how that shares out, to tell you the truth, everybody. All right. Definitely need to this recipe. And usually on my recipe cards, when I find, like, when I try it the exact way that it's supposed to be made on a recipe. But when I try it that way and I want to make it my own, then I go back into this card and I'll add something else on here, like 2 teaspoons, and add 1 teaspoon of sugar. All right. And I'm eating this whole thing, so we're double dipping. Okay. There we go. So we just add a little more sugar in here because I do like my oatmeal a little sweet, and I do take some points for sugar. Okay, there we go. And if you don't mind, you can share out if you're on Facebook. That would be wonderful to share out to your family and friends. I am going to be coming in almost every day next week and teaching you a little bit about Pampered Chef and different tools. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Yep, this is good. Fresh apples in there, a little bit of walnuts. This savory maple has it does have a savory taste to it. It's not as sweet, so definitely if you like sweet, you may have to add 1 teaspoon of brown sugar to it, okay? But, yep, I'm going to enjoy this baby, all right? So, let me say, hey, Darby. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Let me see if I can, I don't even know if I can add, no, I can't do anything. Let's see if I can I add? Oh, here we go. Here's my link. That's my link on Facebook. And we have a couple different broadcasters coming up throughout the day. And they're going to be on HAPS and sharing to different social media platforms. And I forgot to get my list. Let me see if I can find the list really quick so that we can nope, I don't have my Twitter on this phone. Twitter's not on here. Let me go and get the list so that we can say if you are broadcasting, please put in saying I'm broadcasting and what East Coast time you are broadcasting in this broadcast. Okay, because this is the first. Aiden is up next. I'm sure he's busy because we have 13 minutes left. There, Aiden sent a picture. Great, thanks, Aiden. Thanks, Aiden. All right, so Aiden. We have Aiden at 10 o'clock East Coast time. Melanie is at 11. Ann Rush is at 12 noon East Coast time. Brenda, 87, is in Ohio. Ann is in Denmark. Melanie is in the United Kingdom. Aiden's in the United Kingdom. Brenda is in Ohio at 1. Daniel Frosto is up in Canada at 2. Gemma in the UK is at 3 with hopefully her son Thomas. Then we have Jay Opera in Branson, Missouri at 4. Mike Costi out in Washington State is at 6. Lizzie Bear in Canada at 7. Jeff Journey, he's always on HAPS here. He is at 8 o'clock. And then Darby Jones, who is in charge of World Kitchen, is at 9. And TTK Deb, also World Kitchen creator, is at 10 p.m. And all these times are East Coast times. And it's hashtag Food Saturday, hashtag Spices, or hashtag Seasonings. I think I put hashtag Haps Spice. Y'all. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in and being part of this great HAPS Food Saturday. What is World Kitchen? World Kitchen is a new Facebook group that Darby and Deb started, and Aiden and I are tagging along as moderators in there. And that's for all HAPS people, whether you are a broadcaster or a watcher, to put your recipes in on Facebook, and I'm sharing that out to that group right now. All right. So if you want, I do have the link that I sent in my VIP group, AlexisC CanDo Kitchen, that's on my business page. My VIP group is AlexisC CanDo, because if I can do it in the kitchen, you can do it in the kitchen. All right. It's not brain surgery. It's not life or death. All right. If you're making an omelet and it doesn't flip or you can't do it, it's scrambled eggs. It's no big deal. All right. But we all need spices in our life because it helps us make great dinners and just recipes. It brings recipes to life. All right. So if you're just came in, go back and watch the replay, because at the beginning, I have a lot of questions, and I tell you what the difference of spices and what kind of spices there are. And again, spices are the spice of life. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. I'll see you all next time. Hello, Joy. Thank you for watching. And remember to share the broadcast out, because sharing is caring. And I will see you all next time. I do have a special coming up tomorrow, and I start my Black Friday special with Pampered Chef. All right. So I'll see you all then. There's a great deals coming up. So everybody gets a discount starting tomorrow, not today, because it goes through next Sunday. All right. Thank you.